down, little doggy!
Watch your fucking aim, man!
Arrgh! Bam! 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 I can feel a thing! Not a thing! I just can't make a fist anymore! Ha 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 ha! I don't feel a thing! Please, let me help you. Yes, look at you. I can help. Yes, I can. All that pain, years of it, decades, your past, you revel in it, don't you? So silly. There is so much to live for now. So much pain to live for now. Yes, a moment like this can relieve the boredom of centuries. If only it could last, so fleeting, like the lightest of kisses.
Yet, Logan, do not go feral. Calm down and come with me. Time is an issue, so we'll need to hurry a bit.
I don't wanna.
Yet, of course you don't. But please do anyway.
Alright. Don't ride me about it. Just saying I don't like it.
I understand. It's against your nature to be agreeable, let alone malleable. Your psychology is a factor. Jackson Day's sweat is not a magic potion. And your healing factor raises additional concerns. You resisted the test dose so well at the club. Somehow we needed to counter your mental and physical resistance.
This sucks.
I'm certain it does. Right in here, please.
Can't believe I got played like this.
We needed to weaken the healing factor, overtax it, and an intimate application of Day's sweat. Mouth to mouth in this case. My solution was to simply paint the bullets with the corruptor compound, but the others prefer more theater. In here.
I'm getting angry.
Yes, that's about that. So if you'd simply follow one more suggestion, please, and fall asleep for me.
But I'm not even tired.
It's good we hurried. The effect lasted 11.3 seconds less than I estimated. You were never in any real danger, Miss Brink. Don't condescend, Winsor. Of course I was. Well, not any great danger. We are all in danger as long as he is here. Danger is a hard enough thing to come by. Enjoy it. I should be cross with you, Goth. I should let Mr. Slaughter eat some of you.
The part with the hangover, please.
Your better nature, Mordigan. I could pollute it quite easily if you like.
No, thank you, Yi Yang. I'm always pleasantly surprised when it makes an appearance, like seeing a dear old friend.
I find it fascinating that your better nature survives the absence of your soul. A case study that would confound many theologian. Did I hear you say I could take a bite out of Mr. Hottie Pants here?
My blood cures vampirism, Slaughter. I wonder how much of me you could eat before reverting and turning to dust.
I ain't that old, pansy, and I ain't that kind of vampire neither. Did I miss anything?
I tried to do a good deed and Mephisto tortured my soul for it.
I got my head sliced like cheese.
I Frenched Wolverine and poisoned him.
I love this place.
The others?
Suicide is fishing Sykes' head from the pool, and Scavenger is looking for his leg.
Looking for his leg?
I might have hid it from him.
I'd like you to go recover it from him.
No, but it's great. He's crawling around looking for it.
Crawling? But he can...
Fly! I know, but he's too stupid to realize he doesn't need both legs to fly.
That might not be true. It's quite possible that...
Whoa!
Underestimated again. I'll need to adjust several of our assumptions. Yes, do. In the meantime, Slaughter, please get Wolverine settled. Madcap, Scavenger's leg. Yi Yang, accompany him.
Heavy little doggy.
Almost. You amuse me.
Scavenging a leg. You got it, boss.
Does any of this require explanation? Is it clear on the face of it? Naturally, some of it needs to be filled in. Details. Who I am, what I want, all these strange people, your place in my nefarious plot. But the basic concept, does it need to be fleshed out?
It's clear enough, bub. I'm gonna kill you.
Problematic, but we can address those problems another time. For the moment, introductions, I think. These are my henchmen. They may share the biographies as they see fit. What they have in common is that they are all more or less unkillable. They are also all highly motivated by some form of self-interest. Loathsome or sympathetic, and points in between. For my own motivations, we must delve a bit into the sad mythology of popular culture. I despise when actors are interviewing about playing villains. How did it feel to play someone who does all those horrible things? As if the actor ever says anything other than some tripe about no one thinking of themselves as evil. How we are all heroes in our own stories. Let me assure you, that is not the case in this scenario. I am not interested in conflicted antagonists. Nor, for that matter, is anyone else. People want a bad guy they can hate unequivocally. Someone whose brutal demise they can cheer without remorse. Life, sadly, rarely treats them to such a luxury. And here are all these actors,
trying to muddy things with moral complexity. Screw that, I say, and I'll not have it. I am not the hero in my own story. I am the bad guy. I have no end in mind that justifies my needs. There are no skeletons in my closet. No abusive childhood, nor inciting misery that might expiate my vile behavior. Nor am I insane. I know the difference between good and evil, and I am fully capable of empathizing with the pain, emotional or physical, of others. No sociopath I. Rather, I simply prefer bad over good, wrong over right, dirty over clean, sick over healthy, untrue over true.
You're crazy, bub.
Didn't I just cover that?
You're crazy thinking you can keep yourself safe with that freak show pack of unkillables. They chop up just like regular people, and I don't figure you'll take much time. Not unless I want to play it like that.
Yes, at liberty I do imagine you would prevail. You are, after all,
the is what you do.
Speaking of things that aren't pretty, I've forgotten to introduce my utterly innocent, mortally ill son. Or to mention the fact that only you can save him. Naturally, as an alternative to saving him, you could put him out of his misery, which is, I assure you, profound. Please, one little snicket is all it would take, and it is a package deal. Once he dies, I have no more need for you. I'll render you unconscious, release you, and we will all disappear from your life as suddenly as we manifest it.
Me! I'd do the little shit!
In a mad world, what's the life of one elephant-headed kid?
The memory of killing a child can linger sweetly for decades.
Imagine what it will feel like for the kid, I mean. Wow!
Some of us, we'd pay to die anyway at all. I reserve comment for fear of what it might do to my soul.
Without endorsing or discouraging, I will note that your restraints have been angled to ensure nearly instantaneous death. There you have it. The boy begs to die. You will have your freedom, and certainly no one here will judge you. On the other hand, you could enlist in the struggle to save this fruit of my loins, an endeavor that guarantees to be long, arduous, and excruciatingly painful. A struggle that will end, most likely, in failure and a hellish death for the boy. That's a no on merciful death, then.
So what's the deal? I'm supposed to lead your team of misfits into the jaws of death to recover some formula or amulet that can heal the kid? Get him! He thinks he's in the Dirty Dozen! Ha!
He's talking more Magnificent Seven.
The Wild Bunch!
Pee-wee's Big Adventure! What? You don't get it? I mean, because he's short and it's an adventure? Is this thing on?
To answer your question, Logan, no. You will not be setting off on a quest. Aside from any other issues, I've no doubt that if I sent you into the field, you would kill my minions, return here, and wreak your vengeance. No, you'll be staying here, where you can do the most good, and there will be, I know you'll understand, some ground rules. For the record, though I'd hate to have it leave this room, I never meant to have a child. I'm sorry, Flip, but truth is a cruel mistress, as was your mother, by the way. Nonetheless, having discovered that I have offspring, it is my duty to make some effort to keep him alive. I owe it to my family line, a responsibility I take quite seriously. We are so very rare, almost never growing to maturity, the sad result of a weak bloodline. Inbreeding, scandalous, but habitual among the upper classes of my home. To some extent, Flip is a scandal. Not in that he is illegitimate, I'm a bastard myself, but that his mother was of no relation to me at all. New blood, and in many ways, all the more valuable, but lacking certain qualities, certain resistances.
You don't want to try and put that collar on me?
What? Oh, this? No, of course not. No. This is the explosive collar that will blow poor Flip's head off if it is fiddled with in any manner. Or, if you decide to leave, attack one of my helpmates, withhold your assistance, or in any way undermine my efforts to cure my son. Do believe me, given a choice between allowing him to die in agony from his infection, or giving him a sudden and painless death, I'll blow his fucking head off in an instant. Only the slim hope your involvement holds out will prevent me from killing my son. Absent you and that hope, he will be better off explosively decapitated.
What's he infected with?
It's a tad embarrassing, but I'm afraid he's infected with, well, me. Pustule that I am, inbred beyond all scope of genetic viability. I am a stew of exotic and nigh impossible contagions. I am also enormously anemic. I'd die. I'd bleed to death from a paper cut, much less a good slashing from one of these. And bleeding to death, I'd release a vast legion of plagues and pestilence, with perverse consequences. Thus, these hearty few in my regular employ serve dowly. They can endure extended stays in my presence, and their radically varied immune systems offer some hope of isolating antibodies that might cure my son. No luck so far, and so you and your healing factor will perhaps yield answers when peeled back layer by layer, revealing a cure for the virulent intelligence with which I have infected my son. Radical cellular and synaptic growth far beyond the capacity of his skull. Soon enough, there will be no need for me to use a bomb to blow it up. Healing factors, immortality, natural, unnatural, supernatural, radioactive. I've hired all types of unkillables. And I've bought, harvested, and stolen a catalog of infectious and regenerative genetic materials. I've learned a great deal. Not least of all, I've learned that all cell pillars heal differently. And that understanding comes from extensive experimentation, varied and exhaustive. But let's just begin with the basics, yes?